stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
They run with Taylor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Max 50.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
First down.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First down.
A good pickup there of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Oh.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Cowboy first down.
Back. Check the hot read. Check 26, check 26.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Check fight.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check right 27, check right 27. Get that quarterback.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
He would have kept it on the ground.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
2nd and 4. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to connect with Mims. Touchdown, Cowboys! Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
First down.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he stopped immediately there.
Bryce Love, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Amari Cooper. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out. But they'll do so fatigued.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Check three, check three. Under 10, under 10, 10. Shift, shift, shift. Check 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Check, check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check back 27, check. Check back 27, check back.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Check back 27, check back 27. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check back 27, check back 27. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Sit down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught right side by Mims. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Check back 27, check back 27. Go on, 19 tight, 27, 27.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check back 27. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
A gain of 13
That one
yards.
goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Check back, 27, check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
21-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On second down, it's Taylor. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jonathan Taylor with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Complete to Raheem Mostert.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Mims. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Cowboys.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll look to throw now on first down. He He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of 22
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Pull it together. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 27. Go.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. 70, got to do better.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Cowboys.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The give to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, Taylor. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Check girls, check girls, check.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, here's Love. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson finding Knox there, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been, and my goodness, another interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And his kick is good.
Buccaneers 41. Cowboys 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got wide, I got wide.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. Now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here we go. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
27, Mike 27. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Back to throw again. Able to connect with Mims. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Denzel Mims.
23 yards, the final tally. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got him. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Jake Elliott set to
now
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. Strong right. You got three down, 3 down. Mike 28. Go street. Come after you. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. I smell fear in that offense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.